I'm Jessica Greer. I am the owner of Jessica Greer Dressage LLC, and I'm a Formula 707 professional located in Colorado. So when I was a kid, I got riding lessons for my 9th birthday, and my mom asked me if I wanted to do English or Western, and I thought English seemed harder. So I picked English, and I started off jumping, and the jumps were getting bigger, and my mom told me if I wanted to keep doing jumping, that I was going to have to learn how to do dressage. And I said, "What's dressage?" And she said, "Look it up in the encyclopedia." And I looked it up, and it said that the rider controlled the horse using invisible aids, and I thought that was amazing. And I took a dressage lesson, and for about 2 strides I had the horse on the bit, and then I was like hooked, and I never missed jumping. So I was in college, and I had my own horse. I did young riders as an NYRC as a young rider, and then my horse had a stifle injury, and I had to give him away to my farrier. And I quit riding for a year, and I remember kind of thinking to myself, this is what I want to do. I want to ride, and I want to do it well. And in order to do it well, I figured I would have to become a professional where I could ride every day. And I told my parents that I wanted to become a professional horse trainer, and they freaked out and was like, "You're not going to make any money, and you're going to get hurt." And I said, "Well, I have a college degree. If it doesn't work out, I'll get a real job." And I've now, this June of 2026, I'll have had my business for 19 years. So it's been a success. Navarro was the first one who I say he made my career. I started riding him, I think, when I was 19. And I had no money, and I would train him for free. She wasn't paying me, but I wasn't paying her to lease him. And he started off as maybe a 2nd level horse. And each year he just went up the levels, and I was a professional showing for the first time, and I did very well with him, and I trained him and competed him through the I-1. He did most of the Grand Prix. I never showed him the Grand Prix, but his success with me was what kind of pushed me into the fray, where I was kind of like, oh, this just isn't a young girl. When you have successes with horses that you've had a long time, like Will Farrell. I got him when he was barely 4, me and his owner, and last spring I showed him in a CDI, his first CDI ever. I hadn't been in a CDI in a long time. It's very difficult in Colorado to find them because you have to travel very far. But to be in the arena, I was in the class with like 6 Olympic riders, and I was like, oh my God, I'm here on a horse that I trained, and that was a really cool experience. But I'd say the other really neat thing about being a trainer is like seeing your students get the goals that they want and seeing them succeed, and knowing that you were a part of that. That's a really special feeling too. I think nutrition is everything, and I have to admit as a human that I took myself a while to get on the bandwagon of good nutrition for me. And I mean, it all starts with our ability to be athletic and perform these athletic things. We have to have the right things going into our body, and I think having the correct product that has the good stuff in it to help support what we're asking of these horses, because they are athletes. And you wouldn't talk to any other Olympic athlete who's a human, and they would probably tell you that all the supplements they're on, all the things that they take, all the things they're doing. And I think both for the horse and the human who are performing at a high performance level, that is just integral. The Pro Edge product that Formula 707 has is kind of the go-to. It has everything in it. It's very convenient because you're not separate. I used to feed separate everything because the ones that had everything weren't really up to my standards. And to have one thing and it's in a packet and you just put it in, I think it's just super convenient, and it takes the stress away of like, oh my God, when you're making baggage, did I add that? Did I do this? Just knowing that everything's in there in this packet that's individually wrapped, throw it in, done. It's very nice.